What it do, man? It's your boy Victor Rashad, and I am here to talk album songs. The album song I'm talking about specifically today, I think a good one. It's been gaining a lot of traction on Spotify. Probably the most traction on Spotify since its release. I'm in this big ass crib looking around. You can take nigga out the hood, but I'm still feeling like somebody finna sneak up on me or some shit. But nah, Juugin, that's the song we're gonna talk about. Juugin is featuring Deante Hitchcock. Shout out to him. Did his motherfucking thing on the verse. Juugin came late in the album process. I had recorded a bunch of songs, probably like the majority of songs that were recorded and produced by Cheeky were already done at this point, I would at least say. But I still felt like I was missing some of the story that I wanted to tell. You know, the story from the start of COVID, you know, quitting my job right when COVID hit. And living, like really being out here having to fend for myself, you know, as far as like, you know how they say eat what you kill, on that type time. Like I had a little money stashed up and saved up that I left my job with when I quit COVID, but that money ran dry. You know, after we went on our little runs, you know, like we put points up on the scoreboard. Our saying back then was stay on offense, and by the time everybody else get back outside, shit, the score, like they wouldn't even be able to catch up. They wouldn't even know the score. And we used to say that, and now I'm actually seeing that now. But back to that time and period, it had got to a point where I knew I had to go get a job again. And so that's where like kind of a lot of my music, majority of my music, and maybe all of my music really comes from real life situations being put into the music. So I knew I needed another song. You know, it was just something I knew. I can't really explain the feeling. I was like, man, I need something else. I need some other songs to. I think I was calling it the glue. I was like, it gotta glue it, and that's when I think. Even before I had that song, I had that hook. I'm just a jugging ass. Did I? Just somebody trying to make it in a jugging ass city. Know some people who be scamming. Know some people who be stealing people. Making next to nothing feel. Gotta feed their families. Everybody juggle look on their way to a milli. I think I did. I definitely had that hook before. Cause I was just walking. It's like, you know, once you be searching for stuff, the world be giving you stuff. And I was just walking around the house, just somebody trying to make it in a jugging ass city. Know some people who be scamming, know some people who be stealing people, making it or nothing, still gotta feed their families. Everybody juggle look on their way to a milli, walking around with that hook on YouTube one day. Found the beat. I think the people who made that beat are the same people who produced a lot on Russ's Santiago album. Odd Status, I want to say it's either ODD Status or Odd Status. I'm not sure which one, you know what I'm saying, they go by. But, yeah, I bought the lease for the beat on YouTube. And I think we had to finesse the beat a little bit, you know, like to just fit the structure, to fit the song structure that I was going with. I wrote my verse, and that's all real shit, y'all. Like, how does my verse start? Damn. Now I'm back to work. No gun, no baton, just security stitched on my shirt. That's real ass shit, bro. I was working for this security place, making some bum ass money, like making like fucking dumb ass shit. Maybe not even $15 an hour. Maybe like 12, 13, somewhere around that. And that was so far. When I quit my job, I worked in leadership for a Fortune 50 company. So I went from, I don't want to make it seem like I like was fired because I left voluntarily. To take some time off and chase my dreams, to take a sabbatical, and I'm so thankful I did that. Although I had rough ass times doing it, I am so fucking thankful that I did that. But I was making almost 3 times that. You know what I'm saying? Not even almost, literally probably like, so I went from making like 3 times that to making like $13, $14 an hour. And man, life fucking changing. Like going back to the verse, damn, now I'm back to work. No gun, no baton, just security stitched on my shirt. working for the man, but the man pay consistent checks. Spent the whole year before killing everything I ate and made a phone call, nephew. Put me on your face card. Just shout out my nephew, Javaris. Jay, he worked for the place, and I just had him, set up the interview. Yeah, bro, and I specifically remember this interview, bro. It was like one of them interviews. You know how like when you like got a great job, it's an interview and you just like kind of nervous. I was not nervous at fucking all. I knew come on, man. Like at these interviews, bro, you really just gotta show up and the job is yours. if you damn near show up, the job is yours. And if you damn near can just show up and articulate, you don't even have to really know how to articulate yourself. Just don't say no stupid shit that'll make them worry about you. You know what I'm saying? And the job is pretty much yours. Honestly, if I'm keeping it a bean, I damn near feel like I had to take I damn near feel like I had to take a damn drug test a few days after it. I think I fucking smoked the day before because I didn't know that I had to come fill out some paperwork or something. I didn't know I had to take a drug test, but I want to say I passed that bitch still, or either I failed it and they was like, fuck it, we still gonna hire him. But back to the story though, like bro, I was not nervous at all with this fucking interview, y'all. Like I'm looking at these folks like, motherfucker, I really supposed to have your job. Like, can fuck around and be your boss, but lying to him, telling him I want to like move up and shit. Yeah, that was my plan, because she looked at the resume and she probably knew I was lying, but fuck it. She knew also probably based on my resume and talking to me that at the very least I was gonna fucking show up to work. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna be on no bullshit. Like, yeah, it wasn't gonna be no extra shit. She wasn't gonna have to worry about me doing the dumb shit that niggas be doing at work, at their job. And boy, oh my God, was it some crazy shit that used to go on at this job. Let's make it through the I don't know if I want to make it through the verse or keep explaining the job. I don't want to forget. So let's just set the scene for what type of job this is. Like, it's security, like we're working security for my specific post was Georgia Tech. I used to work at the Georgia Tech library, like doing security, and what type of security? I'm basically just standing there all fucking night, not doing nothing, because what the fuck gonna happen in somewhere like that? And even if something did happen, what are you expecting me to do? No gun up a ton, just security stitched on my shirt, bro. Come on, bro. What the hell can I do? I ain't shit. Bro, it's really just, can you stay up all night and get paid this little bullshit money we sending you? That type of job. But just to set the scene, what type of people that work there. The girl who trained me, bro, real crazy shit. The girl who trained me, I've never seen nobody do no shit like this. One of the things we used to have to do is like walk the floors and, just make sure no silly looking shit was going on, And we going in like break rooms. You got to go in the break rooms, make sure ain't nobody in there that supposed to be in there. This bitch really, bro, I swear to y'all, this bitch was going in the refrigerator and eating folk food. I'm like, bruh, what? When I figured out she was doing that shit in the food with her, because we were making multiple stops in multiple break rooms. I'm like, bitch, you ain't got food in all these break rooms. And then she was like, you ain't gonna tell on me, is you? I'm like, bitch, tell on you. I'm not even trying to talk to you. Somebody just hit my light. They fucking with me. Why you gotta hit my light? Yeah, whatever. Y'all can still see me. But they fuck. I don't like the fact they turned out my light. I'm gonna go out there and talk to them. But right now, they just fucking with me. See, that's why I should have brought my own fucking light. I'd have my own light and I'd have been straight right there. Someone told me to bring my own light. Always be prepared. Bring your own shit, man. See, I'm usually Mr. Prepared for any situation. And that was the only thing I looked at. Follow your intuition. Because I looked at that light. It was like, we was just in Aruba and I didn't bring that motherfucker. I didn't listen to my intuition. So I should bring it this time. But then I was like, we in the house. Why am I gonna need it? Although my intuition was like, bring it. I should have brought that shit. But y'all can still see me, so we all good. But going back to the story. Shorty, bro, she was taking folks food, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So that kind of, and it's the motherfucker that trained me. So she basically But I wasn't tripping though, cause you know what I'm saying. Of course, I would. I'm finna go back and be like, yo, she eat folk food, but hell nah. I'm just peeping the type of folks I'm working with, and I'm peeping the shit that they doing, so I can see how much I can get away with. You know what I'm saying? Cause in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna finesse this motherfucker somehow. You feel me? Because they not paying me nothing for real, so I'm gonna finesse it somehow. So, yeah, I remember her going back to what she was like, you're not gonna tell me, are you? I'm like, bitch, I don't even plan on working here for that long. Bitch, this is truly a pit stop. I'm just trying to pay some bills before I spend all my money I left with. You know what I'm saying? By that time, honestly, the money probably was damn gone. You know what I'm saying? But thankfully, I live in a situation still at Humane where we had hella. I think this should be like a new Humane too. I like this whole spot right here. But we had like hella roommates, so we was able to, we kind of able to keep costs down. So that helped out a lot, honestly, and worked out a lot. But yeah, so ultimately, I worked there for probably like a month at that post, just at the Georgia Tech library. And eventually, I think one of the managers, they was talking about this other little warehouse spot they had that people used to be scared to work over there because it was like dark, and like how the warehouse was kind of built. It was like one of them kind of flimsy warehouses to where like the wind blow, you might hear some shit sometimes, and people were just scared. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, me working by myself. Then they told me it was gonna be overnight. I'm like, bitch, I'm finna jug. I'm about to, in my mind, hey, oh God, in my mind, bro. My whole thing was shit, but I'm about to make that work. I'm working by myself and I'm working overnight. So fast forward. Shout out, damn, what was that nigga name, man? I don't remember his real name, but Mayhem. Shout out my boy Mayhem. He trained me over there. Funny thing, bro, I used to bring my equipment to record, bro. And I knew I had to record, bro, because even before I even said anything about being a rapper to him, that nigga was like, bro, let me spit you some. I be rapping, let me spit you some. So I was like, world, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, world? Like, the universe basically just put me right here, and like, I had to help him. Like he was spitting stuff and he was writing rhymes at the time, but he had no way to record it. I'm pretty sure now he's recording stuff because I see him dropping stuff. Shout out to you, Mayhem. But at the time, I ain't even tell him about none of that either. I didn't even speak on it when he first rapped to me. I just was like damn. It was just one of the moments in life where like fuck. Although my life has been hard, I quit my job and everything was great. And of course, when you, I don't want to say you have to expect them, but what it do? Yeah. Shout out my dog Hovers, Jazz. The camera follow me, so they ain't gonna see y'all. But yeah, watch your step. I'm just down here talking to the camera while they doing that shit. Not saying I ain't see no value in that shit, but I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna do my own thing. But yeah, what was I at? Yeah, shout out Mayhem. So I didn't even tell him that I fucking was rapping at the time. He didn't know nothing from nothing. I ain't even bring out my laptop. I think when I finally did bring out my laptop the first day, I was editing some shit. I was editing some shit for G, for the 90s. But yeah, even that first day, fucking with Mayhem, he was training me. We would walk through. First, yeah, he showed me all the ropes and shit for real. But after that, and that took 10 minutes. He showing me, hey, shit, I just, this room right here, this room, we signed right here. And really, bro, I literally was doing nothing because the people that worked in that warehouse were goddamn, they went home. They was on some 9 to 5 type shit. So the time I used to get to work, nobody was there. Nobody was there. And I just had to, they used to get there 6. And say if they got there at 6, I only saw them when the person who was supposed to relieve me didn't come on time. I used to work from 8 to, whatever the hours. Maybe I used to get off around 5, maybe. It was before them, basically. So what I used to do, right, I used to come in to work, and literally it's nothing I had to do there. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. I literally did not have to do a motherfucking thing for real. I just used to sit in there and make sure, nobody come in. But how would they come in? Because it's a gate. This shit is behind a gate. And, they had a remote that you can do the gate with. Beep, beep, beep. So my ass, Juugin ass, at first the jugging was, let me just I used to bring my yoga mat in this bitch, do some yoga. I used to work out, do like the little hit workouts in there. I'm talking about I'm doing everything in that motherfucker except, you know what I'm saying? Like, what else could I do? So I eventually started bringing my studio there and recording stuff. I got footage of all that shit, bro. Like, bringing, matter of fact, if you go look on my, just to give y'all an idea of how it looked in there, it's a very small frame though, but if you go look at the cover to Don't Want to Go to America, I think that's a song. I Don't Want to Go to America No More. I think I got a song like that out somewhere, and I end up shooting the cover art in there. But yeah, I used to like, bro, bring my equipment, used to record in that bitch, used to work out in that bitch, meditate, literally everything. But I don't got some head in that bitch before. On God, crazy. But it was like a fucking remote, like a remote, like to the gate, right? Yeah, I used to come in, right? And the person that relieved me used to go. I used to come in with like 10 minutes. So I got to the point, not only was I jugging by like bringing my stuff there, I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just go home, period. So I used to come in, get the little clicker, get the work phone, and then drive home. Bruh, I swear to God, I did this for the whole time I worked there, bro. So I just used to go home and do whatever the fuck I had to do at home. Basically, like, just be at home. On the clock, but at home. On the clock, but at home. Some funny shit that used to happen, bro. I think the funniest thing that ever happened while I was actually doing that shit, bro. One time I came back and the motherfucking gate did not open, y'all, with the clicker. I thought these niggas trying to set me up, bro, on God. And they might have tried to set me up, but I don't think they thought I would go to the lengths that I went to get in that motherfucker. So let me tell y'all what happened. The shit was locked, right? I came back one day and I'm pressing the motherfucking button. Cause that shit used to do it every now and then. Like, just, very seldomly, that shit didn't, like, the clicker didn't work. So I come back one night, this motherfucker is not working, y'all. I'm talking about the clicker ain't working. I'm clicking my app, but I'm like, bruh. And I'm like, I got like maybe 30 minutes till they come back. But I remember, cause one thing about me, I'm very observant. I used to walk around that motherfucker so much on the outside sometimes. I remember this little hole in the fence, y'all. And what y'all think I did? Bruh, I slid my ass under that motherfucking hole, y'all. I'm talking about small ass hole. The hoodie I had on ripped and shit and everything, man. When I tell y'all, bro, like, looking back on shit like that be so funny. And then once I got on the inside, I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck if this motherfucker don't open. I had parked my car on the outside, and I was like, I don't give a fuck if it don't open. At least I'm in here. And then they'll just have to figure out what they do once I can't let the people in when they get here. I would have to figure that out. But eventually that bitch opened up, and I was like, boy, they're crazy. That's motherfucking crazy. Boy, but some good times, which now that I gave y'all a little bit of the story about how that how that place used to work, now you kind of understand that verse. Damn, now I'm back to work, no gun up a ton, just security stitched on my shirt. Working for the man, but the man pay consistent checks. Spent the whole year before killing everything I ate. Made a phone call, nephew, put me on your face card. Breeze through the interview, I'm overqualified. You know how the story go. I'm here to work hard, I'm here to move up. I'm lying like fuck. In reality, I know I'm here for the check. Fell on hard times, had to humble myself. First day on the job, nigga offered me a blunt. Mayhem ass. I politely declined, but see the time that they young I see now. I'm far from the corporate world. Damn, what's the next line? My computer in my car in case I get the chance to jug. I'm scoping out the scene, peep the nothing they be doing. Tell myself, I'm gonna bring my mic and do me some recording. It's an art to the jug. You got to know the science. You got to know when the people leave and arriving. Told them I can work by myself. I prefer that. Shoot my videos on the clock, do my edits. Airplane pillow, make sure all my naps comfy. Pay us next to nothing, know I'm leaving here with something. The fact I'm working on my dreams while I'm on their job, make this job just a little bit worth it. So, all real ass stories, man. That's where that motherfucking song Juugin came from. or they up there rehearsing and practicing. So, real ass life situations, man. And that was a very, I'm always think I needed that job. I ain't gonna hold you, but I also needed to do my own shit and work on my dreams while I was at that job. Because sometimes you gotta find like your little situations to make everything better than what it is, and that's how I made that job better than what it was. I was able to still live my life and still get paid. Excuse me. So essentially, I was getting paid while I was at home recording and doing, doing the shit I had to do, living my life. So, man, reaching out to Hitchcock, bro, when I got that motherfucking verse back, I was so motherfucking satisfied and happy with that shit. Bro went crazy. I feel like he was the perfect compliment for that song. First of all, I knew I can reach out. I knew I could trust him to do his thing because he a Southside Atlanta nigga. So, you know what I mean? Like, home from the Southside. So I knew what to, I knew even if he didn't do the jugging, nigga, he had observed some jugging growing up. Cause I know my Southside partners. Yeah, I mean, so I knew what he was gonna do with it. But when I say he ripped that motherfucker, put the motherfucking but he went crazy on that shit. He did his thing. So shout out to you, my boy. Money well spent, man, for that feature. But yeah, Juugin. If you haven't heard the song, go check it out. Real ass life situation. You dig what I'm saying? And yeah, good shit, bro. Like, that song is going crazy on Spotify. Thank you to you all who've listened. Thank you to the people that see these interviews and go listen. Well, these whatever this ends up being and go listening. Yeah, it was just a dope ass time, bro. Like, it was funny. I needed that job. But it was also funny jugging that job. And probably the funniest thing to me, like I said, is when that motherfucker was open and I was climbing up under that goddamn fit, y'all, and that shit broke my hoodie. Swear to God, man, real life stories, human music, man. I am Victor Rashad, and thank you for listening. Thank you for paying attention. Till next time.